Well, sorry, not sorry, class is canceled, but I just wanted to go over a few things because it seems like, if I remember correctly, in the past, the Great Speech was kind of one of the more challenging speeches just because you're incorporating more information from outside your brain, basically. So I just want to go over a few things. So this is Canvas that I'm on right now. You can see like in my tabs, I have Canvas open, and then I also have Top Hat open. We'll get to that in a second. But I want you to read through this and make sure you really understand it, right? Um, this is one of those speeches that at first glance it seems super cool and easy, but it's a tad more challenging once you get into the like synthesizing of the information. So just want to give you a heads up. Okay, so we talked about this on Tuesday, what the Great Speech is, and you have some examples that you can watch. So if you're feeling a little bit confused, my suspicion is that if you watch either one or both of these, it'll probably help you answer a lot of questions. And then this just talks about more, this what's required for the assignment. But what I really wanted to focus on today was this link in your student guidebook. So you click here and it brings you to Top Hat, and you should be able to get into this assignment, the Great Speech Performance. Now this clarifies some information for you that I'm not entirely sure why is not on Canvas, but I can put it on there. So the first thing that you need to remember, and that is probably the most important, is that I was wrong. The time of this speech is 3 to 5 minutes, not 5 to 7. So you're just basically adding 2 minutes on to your last speech. If I remember correctly, we're just going to keep doing that throughout the semester. And also remember that the purpose of this is to inform us. So an informational speech is different than a persuasive speech. A persuasive speech is trying to get us to act, to do something, and an informational speech is to teach us something. And so this is just a teaching moment. You don't need to like try to get us to rally up and go do a walk across campus about something, or I don't know. Anyway, so 3 to 5 minutes, you're educating us. The other piece of this is that you need to have two sources here. You need to have your original speech, which you need to cite, and an additional source. So this source, I feel like, can be anything that will give context or credibility to the speech that you're giving. I'll give you an example of that in class on Tuesday, but I just want you to start thinking about it. The next part of this is that you're required to have one visual aid. Now, I know I mentioned in class that you could have like PowerPoints or a slideshow, or you can do Prezi. I don't know if any of you use Prezi anymore, but you can use video, pictures. If you're using like some quote from a movie, a video clip's super fun. So that's actually required for the speech. So these are the things like you absolutely want to do to make sure that you're doing really well on this. Now, there's this whole assignment rationale thing, but the other thing I really wanted to bring to your attention on this, um, inside of this, like the student workbook, is this kind of helpful, like these helpful questions about how to choose the topic that you're focusing on. Also, your outline is inside this chapter. So if you scroll down to the very end of this assignment, you'll see that you will have an example, and then after the example, you'll have an outline that you can follow. I am debating on whether or not I should create a video that kind of like just records me going through the whole process of like kind of getting a speech, getting resources. So I need you to let me know if that would be helpful for you. You can do that by just responding to this message But hopefully, this helps a little bit, helps you kind of stay on track. And again, I'm sorry that we're missing each other in the flow